What's good, guys? It's Wednesday, May 16th. It's been a little while. So the last time I made a video was the track day, and I think it was a pretty good success. I was very happy with the runs, and 13.1 at 106. Pretty good. I mean, overall, I think if I were to probably figure out that launch to get my 60-foot time below 2 seconds, I probably could have gotten like a high 12, like a 12.9. Certainly would have been doable, but just not getting off work. They finally repaved some parts of my work, so those bumps I used to go over so slow, they improved it, and they also kind of leveled out the gravel, so it's not so bumpy. So yeah, the track day was awesome. I kind of feel like that was a much better time than it was the one previous where it was too cold and had all that wheel spin and stuff. So I'm just very satisfied overall. And 13.1 on stage one is pretty good. I mean, I would say, I know for a fact on YouTube, out of everybody who has videos on E30, if anyone even does, I think I may have seen one other person with a video of an E30 Tune WRX, and I certainly have a big collection. I have quarter-mile runs, I have 0 to 60s, I have a review, I have a follow-up review, I have like so many things on the E30, so I pretty much kind of like took up all the space on the E30. So I don't know if people just got lazy and they just decided not to do it, or I just had too much time on my hands. I don't know. But either way, it's been pretty good overall, talking about how that's been and stuff. So nothing bad to say. So like I said, just getting off work. Depending on how traffic is, I may just cut the camera for a little bit and then continue a little bit later when I'm actually closer to my area, or I do my pulls. And I am just on the MA Performance Stage 1 93 Octane Tune, so I'm not on the E30 Tune, unfortunately. I kind of feel like after all that time I went with E30, I just need to kind of give my car a break and just kind of let things get back used, kind of get my engine back to using the regular feel, because I just feel like I don't want to like prolong always using E30, because I just don't know really, and no one really knows the long-term effects if there will be any issues with the fuel pump or fuel injectors. One thing I do want to mention, I don't know if anyone else notices this, but when I'm on E30, every now and then, like when I'm idling or just kind of like moving at a very slow, steady pace, I can almost hear like a little bit of a ticking sound, and it sounds like the injectors are kind of like struggling a little bit, I would say. And I'm not sure if that's related to E30, but I don't get it with the regular 93 Octane Tune, but I do get it on the E30 Tune. That's just one thing I wanted to mention that I've kind of noticed, and I just don't know if it's related or what, but I do think it has something to do with the injectors just having a little bit of trouble pumping that different blend of fuel. So just one thing I wanted to throw in there in case anyone else noticed that. And I've been driving my car for over 4 years now, and I do notice these little tiny things. And then I've been on the 93 Octane Tune now for almost 2 weeks, and I have not heard it at all. So I do think it is related to using E30 fuel. So I just want to add that little tidbit. So it looks like I got some traffic here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I get to my official back roads, and then I'll do some pulls. And of course, like I said, I'm only on stage 1 93 Octane Tune, so it's not going to be that much fun, but who knows, maybe I'll try to make it a little bit fun. So I'll continue a little bit later, so I'll see you guys then. Got a quick second gear pull now that I'm cleared around some traffic, so I might cut the camera again, but here goes the second gear pull. I do have the AC on, so not going to affect it too much. Alright, I'll continue a little bit later. Alright, start off in first gear. That person just totally ran a stop sign. Alright, first gear, no lift shifts, handle throttle. A lot of afterfire there, like blowing off the throttle. I saw somebody looking when I was doing the pull, and I kind of let off. But still fun. Stage 1 is still pretty fun. The other day I was doing I forgot that I was on stage 1, the regular 93 Tune, and I was doing a third gear pull on somebody, and I forgot that I didn't have the E30 power, and I was like, what the heck, man, I had no power. And it's just a huge difference in third gear, like the top end, it just picks up so much faster than E30. The thing about E30, like the blend of E85, it just seems like the power is so explosive. Like even when you're taking off at a light, you're not really even trying to drive fast, you can just hear the car and feel the car just like jolt forward like a lot faster than it would on the regular 93 Octane Tune. and it just makes such a huge difference. Like off the line, I think that's what helps me even when I'm not launching at the track. It's just the fact that the power just comes on so strong and at such a low RPM that it just makes you take off, and it's just awesome. So that's just something that I wanted to mention, that just the power just is just like explosive the way it just takes off, really off like sudden, you know. That's still pretty healthy, you know. It still feels fast. Definitely puts a smile on my face. Still. The weather's been a lot warmer lately. I mean, I don't really need to be running AC, but I just feel like it because I've been on a hot bus. But it's been a lot warmer. We've had some warm days. We had a few cold days here and there, but I think it's going back to 81 today for the high. So it's been a lot warmer, and it feels like summer is pretty much arriving. Alright, get her down to second gear, and the throttle. After fire, I'll guarantee every single time when I lift the throttle between the gears. Always. That's one thing that's nice about when you're not doing the lift shifts, is you're always going to get the afterfire compared to when you're doing it. When you are using it, then obviously you're not, because you're not doing it. But yeah, car's doing awesome. The issue that I had, I think, where people thought my clutch was slipping, I think the issue is with E30 is it's just simply so much power that the clutch, the stock clutch on my car, just cannot handle the power, because I just had my clutch replaced roughly 7 months ago at I think it was like 37,000 miles. I'm at 45,000 miles now, and if I had a clutch burn out that fast, then I would have some serious problem with the way I'm driving. But I think the only issue was with the E30 is it's so much power that the clutches can't keep up. And I did notice on my quarter-mile test video that I did before the track, you do hear a lot of like slipping, and it's just the clutch is just not able to handle the power. But all the tests I've done afterwards, you know, just on the regular E30 Tune, it just pulls and pulls and doesn't like rev or anything, and it just simply, it's just too much power for the drivetrain. That's the thing. That's why I don't run it 24/7, because it is simply too much power. So that's just one thing I did also wanted to add briefly. So my clutch is fine, and there's no issue. But if there would be a problem, then I would be so disappointed, because the fact that I had my clutch replaced under warranty, they would never do it a second time. And then now my mileage is 45,309, so getting close to that 50,000 mile point. All right, the first gear, nail the throttle. With fast. Back down the first gear. This time I'll turn the AC off just to see if it makes any difference, which I really don't think it does on stage 1. So okay, first gear, nail throttle. Nice afterfire. So basically, it's been a while since I made a video, and I guess the last video I did was the track day video. So I wanted to kind of just have a little fun. Of course, I'm on the E30 Tune, so nothing too drastic. We just wanted to kind of check in with you guys. Everything's doing good. The car's doing awesome. Things are going good in life. And I just got basically this last month with May of this school year. Then I'm going to be off all summer, so I'm going to find out other things to do and probably find some other work to do when I'm not working during the summertime. And obviously make more videos too when I have time. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I'm very thankful again also for hitting 1,000 subscribers. I still haven't been monetized. I guess you gotta wait a long time for them to approve the monetization, but I've been checking it every now and then, but I guess it could take up to a month or more, so just gotta hang in there. But thank you again, guys, for all the support. I appreciate everything, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave me one. Leave me a comment, and then I will see you guys next time. Maybe this weekend I'll probably get back on E30 if I decide, and I probably will, because the way I see it is I don't really need to be on E30 when I'm going to work, because I don't really need the power, and I really want to have good fuel economy when I'm going to work. I don't want to be like getting turbo fuel economy, which you do with the E30. So I will hopefully get on E30 and make another video then. So thank you as always, and I'll see you guys next time, and peace out.